We're going to explain how to select a random sample in Excel. There are several ways to achieve this, and we'll cover a couple of the most common and effective methods. First, let's consider a scenario where you have a large dataset and need a smaller representative random sample. 1. Using the rand function and sorting. This method is straightforward and doesn't require any add-ins. Let's say your data is in column A, starting from A2. A1 might contain a header. In a new column, e.g. is column B, starting from B2, enter the formula hrand. This generates a random number between 0 and 1 for each row. Then sort your entire data range, including both columns A and B, by column B in ascending order. The first n rows will now represent a random sample of size n, where n is the desired sample size. This works because rand assigns a random number to each data point, and sorting shuffles them effectively. 2. Using the rand between function and conditional formatting. This method offers a more visual way of selecting your random sample. Suppose you want a sample of 10 items from a list of 100 items in column A. First, in a new column, e.g. column B, use the formula hrand between 1 to 100 in 10 separate cells, B1, B10 for example. This will generate 10 random numbers between 1 and 100. Then select column A, go to conditional formatting, highlight cells rules, and then less than. In the box, enter the cell reference for the first random number in column B, e.g. a B1 bond. This will highlight any rows in column A with row numbers less than the random number in B1. Repeat the process for other random numbers in column B, selecting Add New Rule after applying each random number. Only the cells satisfying any of the criteria will be highlighted, which is your random sample. You can copy or filter these highlighted rows. 3. Using the sample function, Excel 365 and later. If you have Excel 365 or a later version, the sample function provides the most direct approach. This function allows you to directly sample from a given range. For example, if your data is in A1, A100 and you want a sample of size 20, you would use the formula xsample A1, A100, 20. This will return an array containing 20 randomly selected values from your data. This method is concise and efficient for obtaining random samples. Remember to always check if your sample truly represents your entire dataset if you are using the sample data for further analysis to avoid bias. Remember that the rand and rand between functions recalculate every time the sheet is recalculated, so you might want to copy the random numbers to another location and then use those values for selection before sorting or conditional formatting. Also, for very large datasets, the sorting method might be slow, while the sample function remains highly efficient. Choose the method that best suits your Excel version and dataset size.